It's a PEX product, and there's a special sensor in the pad so that when a temperature hits a certain level close to freezing and there's water present, then automatically the system kicks on. It'll melt snow so that, you know, even in like a 1 foot blizzard or 2 foot snowstorm, the next day these sidewalks will just be bare and dry, you know, pretty much before anybody's up to shovel.
Is that electric resistance coils, or is it hot water? How's it work?
We did look at a couple different options. Because natural gas was being brought to this building, we decided to opt with natural gas because we would have to have a 400 amp service panel just to run the electric required for this. So yeah, it's gas fired, and gas I think still is the most efficient for melting snow.
Very nice.
We had a guy, his name is Andrew. He works at Artisans of the Anvil in Stroudsburg. He forged all the iron, like pretty much in the whole place was hand forged. None of this really is ordered.
So this is wrought iron, not cast iron?
No, this is wrought, yeah. All this is wrought iron. He and the owner, myself, we work together with drawings. We come up with drawings that we think are appropriate. He did an internship at Colonial Williamsburg, so his eye for the iron details was really nice. He had done a lot of stuff with the earlier renovation work and with iron work, and he's just a great guy to work for. Just real fun. And these railings probably weigh like 350, 400 pounds by the time he gets them in here and set. Just super strong.
Jason, can you tell us a little bit about the framing around the front door?
The framing around the front door has been here since we've been on the project. The owners liked it, and whether or not the surround is original to the building, I'm not 100% sure. The broken pediment with the stylized finial is attractive. The owners liked it, and we were happy to just strip it and refinish it. It is cedar, and it works well with the house.
Okay, let's go on inside and take a look. Perhaps you could tell us a little bit about the wallpaper and the paint that was chosen?
Yeah, typical of the rest of the house, the owners really like to stay in the traditional sense. The papers that they chose for the house, both upstairs and downstairs, some different papers are from an English company. It's called Zoffany, real traditional paper company, pretty pricey. This, the paint is also, it's more of a traditionally made paint. It's Faro and Ball. A little more difficult to work with. Just provides a finish that's really close to the way it would have been in the time.
And what about the staircase?
It's interesting. I don't think these stairs would pass code, but because we didn't really alter any of the rise and run from the original building, we're able to just kind of put new treads and facade the fronts, and because we left the stringers, we're able to keep this staircase here. If I had to try to rebuild these, you know, it wouldn't fit. We would have lost the architecture of the house to try to make them fit in here.
Is there any plan to put a railing along the right-hand side here?
Yeah, I have parts on order, actually arriving pretty soon.
So would you say we're about 90% complete? Or,
I would say 96, 78.
Okay.
We're really close.
Yeah, we're almost done. Okay, let's go on upstairs and take a look.
This is the original brickwork from as early as this house was here. It is it's really soft, and you can scratch at it and chip it. It's we didn't feel like we had to replace any of this because structurally it's fine, and because it was in the interior of the house, the owner decided to have this part of the brick visible. Originally, I think it was all under lath and plaster. When they saw it after we had stripped it, they're like, you know what, we really just want to see that. And it is a nice touch. I mean, it's really like looking right back in the day.
I like it, and it seems to me these are probably hand-molded bricks, probably fired with hardwood in a kiln. This is the original mortar, I assume?
Yes.
It may have been made with seashells. It's certainly not Portland cement.
Yeah, there's definitely particles of something in here. Yeah. I'm not an expert, but I know the bricks were made locally here.
I would be willing to bet that that was made with seashells, but again, we'd need an expert to prove it. it's a wonderful thing. It really adds a nice touch to the study.
Yeah, it's warm.
Let's take a look at the next room.
Sure.
Here upstairs, we're kind of in the cigar lounge, as I understand. It's a very comfortable place to relax, and I understand it's well ventilated. Tell us a little bit about what the owner had in mind for this area of the house.
Well, from the beginning, when the owner saw this little nook, they had initially decided that maybe they would put a kitchen here, and so they had a kitchen design drawn up, and then about midstream they changed their mind. The gentleman, he really is fond of cigars, and he just likes to, you know, have conversations with close friends and stuff, and he thought this would be a really nice area just to come up some evening and, you know, just sit here,